Obviously sometimes actors, when they play real people, sometimes they have the luxury of having that person still be alive and then they can ask questions and glean information from. Obviously, you guys do not have that luxury. But if you could sit in a theater with Marie and Pierre and watch Radioactive, and when it's over, lean over and go, did I get this part right? What is the specific part that you'd like to ask about?
Oh my gosh. I'm very glad we don't have to do that, to be
Yeah.
honest. Because
I don't
think
speak
they
French.
might be rather frivolous, the whole thing. I don't know. I don't know why I think that. Gosh, I mean, so much, I mean, we imagine what they were like after the birth of their children, what they, how they were on their wedding day. I mean, there's so much personal stuff, how do you ask someone about that? I mean, it has to be, gosh, I mean, I suppose I would ask her if that was at all true to how she did deal with any of those eminent male scientists in the Sorbonne, Is that the stance she took with them? Did that feel honest? I mean, I really am glad I'm not in that position. It's a very interesting question, but it slightly makes me shudder, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of the male scientist, Miss Pike, this is for you. It was so frustrating watching her not get the credit and the attention and the acclaim that she deserved because men were just looking at her as just a woman. And unfortunately, I feel like, all these years later, we still haven't come as far as I wish we would have come in the world of equality. I'm sort of curious, in the world of Hollywood, do you still feel like you're kind of trying to break through this glass ceiling? Do you feel like it's gotten better since you've entered into the industry?
I guess I'm someone who I've always expected respect. I think I've just asked for it, and I have been given it. So I haven't had, my first film was a Bond film where I had Barbara Broccoli as a producer. She's, absolutely puts women first, even in that franchise, which could be very, very sexist and has historically been so, and, I say, I joke, but, at least in this film, my preparation involved someone, trying to kind of increase the size of my brain rather than, affect my body and increase the size of my muscles, which has been, the thing when you've been asked to work out for a movie or something, in a way that's a positive change, isn't it? That sort of,
sure.
That women are in movies for their brains, not their looks,
For sure. And as we wrap up, I really love when biopics kind of focus in on like a period of someone's life rather than trying to capture someone their entire birth to death in 2 hours. It really kind of focuses in. If someone were going to make a biopic about both of your lives, what is the period of your life that you think would make the best movie?
I don't know. I mean, I've never really thought about it. I'd have to get my brother to play me, though. I think he'd be the only one that would do it honestly, warts and all. I'm not really sure. I mean, my prep school, I think people wouldn't believe how Dickensian that was for the 1980s. That would probably make a good horror movie.
I'll go with the future. I'll say that the story is evolving.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait to see it, guys. Seriously, that you were so unbelievable in this, and seriously, thank you for taking the time to do it and talk to us. It's a great movie, and I'm excited to talk to you guys. Seriously, thank you so much for your time.
Thanks, Jake.
Thank you.